Kristen Stewart, Robert Pattinson, and Jacob from Twilight. How did his co-stars from the Twilight Saga become household names in their own right? Except for Taylor Lautner, of course. Did you ever wonder why we haven't seen him on screen lately? Hi, I'm Dylan, and you're watching OSSA. Let's see why Hollywood doesn't want to cast Taylor Lautner anymore. Early start. In case you didn't know, Taylor Lautner has been active since a very early age. He was passionate about martial arts and began to take karate classes at just 6 years old. And imagine that, just 2 years later, when Taylor was 8, he earned his black belt. But that wasn't enough for the strong-willed boy, because by the age of 12, he had become the junior world champion 3 times. But except for karate, Taylor Lautner was also involved in baseball, football, and hip-hop dancing while in junior high school. That was also the time when Lautner made his first attempt at doing show business. His karate coach suggested that Taylor should audition for a Burger King commercial. When he was 10, Taylor Lautner's parents decided to relocate to California so that their son could pursue a career in acting. There, fortune finally smiled upon him, and he started to appear in ads, commercials, and small TV and film roles like The Bernie Mac Show, My Wife and Kids, and Summerland. But if you think it was all nice and easy, you're wrong. In an interview to Rolling Stone, Lautner later revealed that he was bullied in school because he was an actor. It wasn't physical. Well, he's a karate kid, man. But when people make fun of what you do, it can really be disappointing, right? Fortunately, Taylor Lautner knew exactly what he wanted to do in life, and no bullies could stop him. As the actor said in an interview, "I just had to tell myself I can't let this get to me. This is what I love to do, and I'm going to continue doing it." The big breakthrough. Taylor Lautner landed his first lead role in 2005. It was an adventure film called The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D, directed by Robert Rodriguez himself. The movie was relatively unsuccessful, but it brought Lautner a nomination for Best Performance at the 2006 Young Artist Awards. And in 2008, Taylor Lautner landed the role of Jacob Black in the now iconic film Twilight. Did Taylor ever think that this role would change his life? Because, he only auditioned for Jacob because his agent insisted on it. The success of the very first movie far exceeded all expectations, and Taylor Lautner rose to an almost instant worldwide fame together with his co-stars Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson. In 2009, Lautner was nominated for Male Breakthrough Performance at the MTV Movie Awards, but the award went to Pattinson. However, that wasn't the worst thing that happened, or, more accurately, almost happened to Taylor Lautner after Twilight. Standby mode. When you're just 16 and the whole world already knows your face, do you think that could be your peak? Nope, you expect more. And so did Taylor Lautner, especially taking into account that his presence on screen was supposed to be considerably extended in the next part of the Twilight Saga. But it appeared that the director of the next Twilight movie wanted to recast the role of Jacob. According to Stephanie Meyer's novels, the character of the young werewolf undergoes major physical changes before the New Moon film. So the director was actively looking for someone bigger to replace Taylor Lautner. Thankfully, being an experienced sportsman, Taylor hit the gym and weight trained to buff up, so that there was no need to recast him. Thank God. The actor gained approximately 30 pounds of muscle, which made his co-star Robert Pattinson worry about his own future on the Twilight Saga. Pattinson confessed that he was taken aback by Lautner's body and even thought he'd be fired, and that was true. As soon as New Moon hit the theaters, the director acknowledged Lautner's contribution to the success of the movie. He admitted that Jacob, portrayed by Lautner, managed to become physically, and what's more important, emotionally appealing to the audience, which led to the infamous Team Edward and Team Jacob divide. What more could one ask for? Worldwide fame. Within just a couple of years, Taylor Lautner rocketed from being totally unknown to the top of the lists of the most attractive people in the world, and one of the highest paid teen actors. Lautner certainly knows how much he owes his success to the Twilight Saga. He admitted in an interview that for him, it was absolutely unreal. "I didn't see it coming at all. None of us did. I'm just crazy thankful for what this has given all of us and the opportunities it's given us as actors." After the success of the rest of the films in the saga, Lautner's place in Hollywood seemed to be secured. Despite getting praised by critics, he wasn't in a hurry to get new roles. Between the shooting for the Twilight movies, Taylor took part in only 2 films, a small role in a star-studded romantic comedy Valentine's Day, and the lead role in the action movie Abduction. His partner in Valentine's Day was singer Taylor Swift, and it was also her film debut. Lautner said he instantly clicked with Swift on set because, aside from being beautiful, she's extremely funny, charismatic, and fun to be around, he revealed. Notwithstanding the generally negative reviews for both the movie and performance of Lautner and Swift, they were nominated for the MTV Movie Awards for Best Kiss. And that was the beginning of his romantic relationship. So he clearly had it all: fame, money, and a cool girlfriend. But was it really that simple? Hell no. The media turned him into a living teen idol by overexploiting his physique to some extent. For example, Taylor Lautner appeared on the cover of the Rolling Stone magazine in a wet t-shirt, and that was when he hadn't turned 18 yet. It caused quite the controversy, and also triggered allegations of his homosexuality, especially when Lautner declined to comment on the nature of his relationship with Taylor Swift. But at the same time, in 2010, The Hollywood Reporter named Lautner one of the young male actors who are pushing, or being pushed, into taking over Hollywood as the new A-listers. Nobody expected that to be the beginning of the end of Taylor Lautner's successful career. Big price tag. The success of Twilight made Taylor Lautner one of the most highly paid actors. After the mind-blowing earnings from the film series, his price was set pretty high. Imagine that. Stewart, Pattinson, and Taylor Lautner got really huge paychecks for the franchise. According to New York Mag, each young actor earned a whopping $25 million for the 2-part The Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn, plus 7.5% of its gross revenue, which made around $41 million in total. That placed the 3 among the highest paid actors of all time, exceeding even the main cast of the Harry Potter franchise. In comparison, Daniel Radcliffe reportedly made only around $50 million for the 2-part Deathly Hallows film. Sad, but true. It was one of the reasons behind the decline of his career. The other was a lame choice of roles, but we'll come back to that later. Because studios were not ready to pay a tidy little sum to the actor, whose acting performance was, questionable, Taylor Lautner got $5 million for his first after-Twilight lead role in Abduction in 2011. To star in this action film seemed to be a smart move, given Taylor's physique and experience in martial arts. And Abduction had all the chances to become a hit, because it was released while the Twilight hype was still high, and its cast included the then aspiring young actress Lily Collins, and established professionals like Alfred Molina, Sigourney Weaver, Jason Isaacs, and Maria Bello. But it was Lautner's awkward acting that vexed the critics and triggered many harsh reviews. For example, The Village Voice claimed that the actor looked very much like a stranger in his own performance. Unfortunately, the movie didn't even manage to break on its budget domestically. But that didn't stop Lautner from asking for $7.5 million to star in the now-shelved movie Stretch Armstrong. At approximately the same time, Taylor was offered a role in the film Goliath, where he would be playing the biblical David alongside Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. For this role, he charged even more, a whopping $10 million. But both projects ended up on the shelf. And rumor has it that one of the reasons for postponing the production process, probably for good, was Lautner's involvement in both movies. Producers simply didn't think he was worth the money. Bad choice of roles. This time, Taylor Lautner learned his lesson and made another seemingly smart move. He changed the type of characters and movies chosen. Trying hard to get rid of his image of the shirtless guy, Taylor turned his face to comedy. Just for a change, he made a cameo in Grown Ups 2. And it probably appeared to be fun, because Lautner soon got the role on the successful British sitcom Cuckoo, replacing Andy Samberg. He portrayed one of the main characters for a whole 2 seasons, and left the show having been called by his co-star Greg Davies a thoroughly decent chap. Davies also hinted in an interview with Metro in 2017 that the door to British TV remained open for Lautner, as there were 2 more series planned that he could be a part of. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened yet, 2 years after the interview. And we wonder, what was the outcome of Taylor's next film choice, namely The Ridiculous Six? Adam Sandler's Western comedy movie has been called different names, including horrible, lazy, aimless, and even offensive to Native Americans, and generally not even worth being included on Lautner's CV. So what's the real reason behind Hollywood not casting Taylor Lautner anymore? Is it his bad choice of projects or his poor acting skills? What Taylor Lautner is up to now? We haven't heard from Taylor Lautner since 2016, when he starred in the indie drama Run the Tide and played the main role in the second season of Scream Queens. Run the Tide received generally unfavorable reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, despite the fact that, according to Lautner, it was a passion project for everyone included. The reviews on his role of Scream Queens were more favorable, but they didn't bring him any new roles. So what's Taylor Lautner up to now if he's not acting? Although his biggest earning days are in the past, as of 2019, Lautner's estimated net worth is still an impressive $40 million. So for now, Taylor is simply enjoying his life. In an interview with Reuters in 2016, Taylor himself put it like this: "For me, the biggest thing is just surrounding myself with people that I love, just spending time." Here's an example. Quite recently, in the beginning of October, he took his girlfriend Taylor Dome to New Orleans for the Saints game against the Dallas Cowboys. There they also visited an escape room, whose manager called Lautner their loyal customer and a really down-to-earth guy. Taylor Lautner still lives with his parents. In an interview he gave while still on the Twilight Saga, he revealed that luckily, fame didn't change his home life. "I still help out with the garbage, I still help out with the lawn," he said. Since then, not many things have changed. Lautner is a lovable guy who's nice to look at, to work with, and to spend time with. And he is definitely a great caring big brother to his not baby sister anymore, McKenna. He was there when McKenna had to undergo her second heart surgery. And earlier this year, in April, he revealed in his Instagram that McKenna's engaged and called it one of the biggest moments in his life. So we're honestly happy that Taylor Lautner has time to focus on love and family, and not on his career. However, we still hope that Taylor's biggest role is still somewhere ahead, and we'll get to see him on the big screen again soon. Come on, the guy's only 27, and he proved that he can be hardworking and grateful for the opportunities that may come his way. So, are you still Team Jacob? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, stay awesome!